Hello everybody, this is Sonya. I'm a bit worried about me camera today, but it's okay, we need to get on with this. We're in Australia and I've been working on my fish a bit, but not as much as I would have liked to have done, because when I got to the to looking at it, you could see through here that bit and that bit, so I've actually put another piece over the top of that. I put another piece of fabric over the top of that, so you couldn't see it as much. I did a stitch around the outside, and blanket stitch, and just did the straight stitches on these fins. I took his fin off because I wanted to do a sort of detached one, like, so it's not, and I think I can do it with wire. Well, I can do it on wire, but I want to show you how, because I'm going to do another one that'll be mostly embroidery. There won't be a lot of fabric in it. This here, I've thought of a lot of other things I can do with this part, so we'll do a bit more on that. We'll do some sequences and things, and I'll have to fix his face up so it looks nice, because he's, you know, it's not too bad, I guess. It looks a little bit like the picture. Well, it will when I've finished it. So anyway, so I hope yesterday I didn't go too fast with how I did that, because I wanted to show people how to do it. I just, you know, I was just in a hurry as usual, and I couldn't. But anyway, I'll sort it through. Now, I've seen people do this needle lace by using just a few thicknesses of material, but I have these pad things that I use because that's what I first started using years and years and years ago. This. And it's like you could use the pad out of the top of your clothes, you know, the shoulder pad things, because they look exactly the same. I had a neighbour make up some of these for me years ago, but this one I've had for a long time too, so I might have made a couple myself. It's just a bit of wadding inside two pieces of fabric, and it's just stitched around, okay? So you'll need to have a picture of the fin, and that's my fin. I have actually a little tiny piece. That's what come off the piece of applique that I did. But I wish I could get some more light on this somehow. I can't. If I muck around with it, things could end badly, couldn't they? Anyway, excuse my... I've never seen anything click fluff like this. It's just shocking. Anyway, it's fluff. It's okay. I have a piece of clear contact. You can use a piece of sticky tape. You've got a nice piece of white sticky tape, because we want to fasten that onto here. This is our piece to hold onto, okay? So this might be too... oh no, it's not too big. So I'm going to put this over the top of this item, which I usually do on a piece of tracing paper, but you can use whatever you want to. I mean, I just put that onto a piece of card, small piece of cardstock that's small, just to hang on to it, okay? So now I was going to fret the needle. All these words I'm coming out with, I'm not saying anything. I'm going to thread the needle with a different colour thread to what I'm going to use to make it, because we've got to fasten it on with this. So I'll use some of this white one, and it's just an ordinary sewing cotton. Oh, well, it's a good thick sewing thread. Anyway, I might actually change the idea for me other one. Now you can make these either, well, like this, or without the wire, and then I can show you how to do that as well. How to make them without the wire. Hope everybody's all having a good day. Okay, so you need wire. Right, so I do have a box of it, but you know. But these are new ones that I bought not long ago, and I want this size. These are on Temu. They're not dear. I don't know if there's a lot on here or not, but it's 0.5 millimetre thickness, okay? Why didn't I get this out of here first? Anyway, here we go, we got it. Righto. Something that's not already been crooked is really easy to use, you know, like you won't know what wire that's... You probably need a pair of pliers. Well, you probably will, you know, I have got some, but I don't think I've got a pair that cut with just here at the moment, so I'm going to have to... I wonder if this will cut this. It's supposed to, isn't it? It did. Very good. Now I need to put that back through here. That was lucky. try to keep it tied up. If you can't, put it in a plastic bag. You know, the whole thing, put it in a plastic bag. Now I've got miles here, I don't need all this. I'll cut this bit off here. So you need to use this, you know, you got your size of your item, plus you need a bit extra because it's got to go into the thing. Now, I put these two little dots here because that's where that's going to go onto my fish. Okay? So what I do is you'll put that there like so. Get your needle and cotton. Bring up over here, over there, right over there, with your knot, okay? At the end that you're going to be working, you want your wider end at. This is stump work, by the way. And maybe it's just needle lace too, but it's actually a form of stump work. And thinking, getting back into it myself. We go, oh wow, that wasn't nice. Wasn't pleasant at all. It went through my finger. So sometimes you'll find that the sticky part is not friendly to get through. I'm going to squeeze this a bit with the pliers to try and get that pointy shape. So you follow the shape. You follow the shape with your... That did hurt. Okay, where's the tissue? There won't be one of those here handy, Sonya. Wait a minute. I dropped them down there this morning. Oh dear. That wasn't even the pointy end of the needle, that wasn't. That was not even the pointy end. Come on, don't do this to me. I haven't got to... You've got to be kidding me. Sorry about this, everybody. I cannot start this again. I have got a limited time because I slept in. Seriously. Give me a second, I'll try and clear this up. Goodness me. That did pain a bit though. That did hurt. I do have a band-aid somewhere, but not handy at the moment. No. Okay. Righto, now let's see. We need to push that back there. I need to squeeze this in here a bit. I want it to be a little bit. There's a little bit of a point there. Okay? Bring it back over to that way. So I need to go on through here and put this up through there. And you're going through all the bits, alright? You're going through the back, the pad and everything. And turn it round. It doesn't, well, if you can keep it the best you can to the shape that you want it to be, is a good thing, you know. Do the best you can, because a fish won't mind as long as he's got a fin there, so he won't mind. That's a bit tough for me today, that is, for me to push that through. Oh no, you're doing okay though, Sonya. You're doing alright. Well, it doesn't matter if the thread's not exactly right fair near the thing, as long as it's holding it in the right shape, okay? As long as, and I'm going to just go to here. I like where that dot is. I'll put those little dots. And you can only just see what I'm doing. I hope you have been able to. No. Oh, great. Bring it back here so you can see me. Bit better. I hope this is good. Okay, so we've been around here and we've stitched that on. Alright. I'm sorry if that's not working, but you know what? I'm never going to get a video done at this rate. I had to have time out because I have a... Oh dear. So we're coming back up over here to end it off. Alright, which I'll just cut that. We don't need to do anything fancy. You know, just cut that off A mouthful of water. Okay, now I'm going to use this. What do I do with my needle? There it is. I can't use that needle, I'm sure, because it's got a big enough eye to thread this through. So, I don't need that off there. I'm going to have to pull this pincushion apart because I think everything's disappeared down inside of it. I'm going to use this big father type needle, I suppose. I haven't got much choice out here today. I can't believe that I didn't bring out my my sewing supplies when I was bringing out this other stuff. Because I did this inside yesterday in my craft room. But I couldn't do that today because I haven't got around to moving and everything. Now, you can cover the wire first if you want to, or you can use a piece of coated wire, because you can buy florist wire and it's coated with papery stuff. You can use that, or you can wrap this. I'm not going to wrap it because... So I'm going to come up over here again, and I'm going to go down and I'm going to put... I'm only going underneath the wire above this plastic, okay? I'm going to do something else for a second. Hang on. This has still got a bit of sticky on it. If you have a piece of sticky tape, it works a bit quicker and easier. Put a piece over the wire, okay, over them ends, and that'll stop them getting caught. Alright? So you want a bit of it over there, okay. Now you would have seen this done before by me, or somebody, but I'm going to go around the outside and I'm going to put this on there, and I hope to be able to get this done very shortly. I want to come this way so the little bits around this side. Little bits are, you know, so it goes under there. We've got something to pick up for the next round, all right? Now, I'm going to make this fairly open, I think. I know he's going to... You might be able to see through his fin, maybe you can't. He's different. He's not the right sort of fish. He's just a different sort of fish, okay? He's just an ordinary fish. There's lots of different sorts of fish. Some you can see through them. You can. So I want to make this reasonably the same all the way we go. And I just stuck that in my hand again. I don't know. That happens, doesn't it? You just got to be... Now, don't pick up the cotton that you've got through the back if you can help it. It won't matter. You can cut it. You're going to cut it off here later. Anyway, so you're not going to use that white thread. It's going to be cut off. So you can take your piece off there, alright? I'm probably going more quicker than what I would usually. I'll have to drop that down because it's starting to wound up a bit. I shouldn't do that though, should I? Because I want you to see how it works. It takes a while, you know, to make these things. I've spent an hour on the tiniest little bit of like a berry or something because you need to do it properly, you know. This would take a little while. I can't fast forward this for you or edit it because I just have not learnt in all these years. I've never... Only thing I can figure out how to do is take some off the end of a video if I thought at all. If I've come to a video and it's cut itself off and I've tried, you know, without in the middle of something, I can do that, but that's as much as I've conquered in all this time. But, you know, it takes a long time and, you know, you don't want to make this sort of thing a chore, do you? I guess if you're younger than me, you get time to sit and do them sort of things. Oh, well, you know what I mean. Patience, maybe. No, young people are not patient. I don't know. I just never got round to it. I just don't know. It's probably real easy, you know, but I just don't do it. Everybody said that they like to see what goes on when you're sewing because then, like, that way you think, oh, gee, that didn't happen to so-and-so or Sonya, whatever. That didn't happen to Sonya. How come, you know? So... if you see it happen to me and then it happens to you, you'll go, oh, yeah, I can fix that. Okay. yeah, I can fix that. All right. Now, what I'm going to do, I thought with this, was put it onto a box, but I've been, just thinking and wondering. The best thing I can do is just get on with it and just see what happens, because this is not going to be the last fish I do, there's going to be more because I have different ideas for different styles of making them. The applique one just come from the fact that I felt like I needed to do one, and it worked really good but there's different ways I can do his body that I really like, and I'm really wanting to bead some, so I've got a fish fetish at the moment. What have I done here? Go under there. I slept like a log only after about 2:30. Before then I was in a terrible time with my leg. My leg just gives me a jip sometimes, it really does. I just can't sleep because it just jitters around and that. I think it's got something to do with restless legs, I don't know, but I'm not a fan. And then I slept till 9 o'clock, so that was good. Mind you, I had to get up before, in the middle of the night though for that. Okay, many times. Never mind, at least I got some sleep, because I am shocking if I don't get any sleep. Oh dear. I'm like an old bear, I'm a cranky old bear at that. I think we all like our I've got a thing about it though, it's really bad. I worry so much if I don't sleep. You probably don't have to worry about it like that, but I can't help it. So this looks like a leaf. Looks just like a leaf. And that's how you do your leaf too. You can do your leaf like this as well. You've probably seen me make a leaf like this. Whoops. I do not want to cross anything over or twist anything. Okay. I do not want to twist anything. It can make a difference, you know. The slightest little thing does. One more. One more stitch. Okay. Now, how long did that take? Oh, a little minute. Now, so we got that. So what we're going to do now is we're going to fill it in, but I wanted to fill it in like this, and you can still see through it. And so I'm just going to think about this for a second. Whether I go round or I go across. Fill it in going across or round. I might just go across it, I think. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to pick up this one over here, this last loop. Alright. Pick up the last loop and take it back across to this loop. Whoops. I shouldn't, what have I done? Did I pull something up? Out? Up? Or what have I done? Oh, okay, I see. So you want that like that, okay. Carefully, okay. So now, I'm going to do this stitch here over that bit. Another stitch here over that bit. This is a blanket stitch. And another stitch over that bit. That's 3. And that's probably enough. Then go to your side bit and go down in there. Hook it on there. Now you pick up this one coming back here and loop that. This is filling it in a bit more than I'd like to. It is. And that one down in there. I'll loop it. Yeah, I don't think I want to fill it in that much. I want to take this off before I go too far, and then it's not fixable. To my way of thinking is what I want it, how I want it done. It's just got to be how I want it done. Anyway, we've always got to undo things on Sonya's channel. I've got to just undo stuff. Just how it is. Maybe at the end. There's not much there to do anyway, only a few loops. Only a few loops. I think I'll find it easier going around because that way I can make it looser and more open is what I'm after. Really, that's what the words are I'm using, supposed to be using. Righto. So I've done that, I've undone that. Right, now let's fix that. Okay, through there. So I'll just take it across there one time because I'm going to loop this bit up here, right? And I hook that through there. And then we need to come up along here and do a stitch. Now we want to go a little ways. We don't want to do every one. We'll probably do every fourth one or something. And we're not going to pull it very tight. I'm not really counting, I'm just I'm eyeballing it a bit. This is better. This is what I wanted to do. Now this would look really good over the fish himself because he would look like he's got scales, wouldn't he? You see what I'm doing? I'm just making a detached stitch there. Just don't pull it too tight. And go in here. Up in the corner. Maybe not so. Very good. Keep it away from, you know, you want to open it, make it open. Stop going through that piece. Try not to pick up any other threads you don't need. So now you're only picking up the thread, don't go through. This here is to stop you from going through too, you know. From sewing through too much stuff is to stop you. A piece of thing and hold everything on. There's all reasons for it, see? Okay. Now whether you see me put this onto that or not, I don't know, because as I'm doing it, I'm thinking, is this what I really want to put on this fish? Because it's just I don't know, it's an idea that I've come up with, and I just didn't know whether it will work on this one. It will definitely go on the next one. Okay, so we just need that loop. We need to go into these loops now. Very carefully. One of them. Two. Don't pull it too tight. There. So I've only got 5 stitches up that way. Go around the end. And it didn't matter that I don't. Where am I? Okay. The squealing noises the neighbours' brakes, really, in their car. I suppose that's because they're no good. Brakes. Okay. I think I've made this a little bit too. Now I'm going to go across both of them here. Turn it the other way. And now I'm going to come down here and loop it together. I'm just going to put a line of stitching through the middle of this. Hopefully it'll work. So that we've got an open thingy. So now I'm going to have to try and hide my thread, because I need this to go down through here till I get to the other end of it. Come on. Just sneak it along in there, Sonya, it'll work. It will work. Because it needs to go down here with the rest of the stuff. Now, I hope that's not too thick. The thread could be a little bit thick, but this is for demonstration purposes, maybe for demonstration purposes only. Alright, so I'm going to take this off here. This piece is on my thread here, so I'm going to cut my threads. I'm going to go on the back and I'm going to cut off this white stuff here. Maybe I haven't got it all. Right. Of course I wouldn't have. You just lift this off. Like that. And there is your finny thing, which looks like a leaf. I could probably use it for a leaf. It's his fin. Oh wow. Well, that's going to look cool, isn't it? Yes, we've got all these little bits of thread here. Might need tightening up a bit. And that'll happen when we take it through to the back of the thing, which I might do after all. I didn't think I'd use that, but I think I might. Because I think that will look really good, don't you? I could have done... I might do that on there, I don't know yet. I can certainly do it on this bit, but then I don't want to really cover that up. So what you've got to do here now is the tricky bit. Have we got time to do the tricky bit? Oh yeah, there's plenty of time to do the tricky bit. Let me see. That's pointy and it's a bit big, too big a hole. It's going to make a big hole. So need now to make a hole. But you've got to thread this needle into it. Whereabouts would that go? Yeah, maybe. Push that down in there. And there's a hole there, see? So you're going to put that down in there, in the hole in the needle, alright? And pull it through. Oops. Well, it would have fit through, and now it will because there's a hole there. So I can put that through there. If I hang on to it, if I twist it backwards, I can make another hole for the other one. The other side to go on. It's definitely a different sort of fish, but you know what? It doesn't matter. I'll just make another hole here. And it's working because the Visifix and that other stuff that's on here is making the hole stay apart, which is a really good idea. Now I've got to thread those two pieces through somewhere. Have I got that hooked under there somewhere that shouldn't be? No, which one? Well, there's supposed to be one on either side, isn't there, Sonya? There is. I'm going to put this cotton down in here now, I hope. Take it through the back. You can see what I'm doing because I just haven't got time to look up here. You've got to look up at the camera and see what's going on. Is that the wrong way? I haven't turned it over, have I? No, that's all right. That's the right side. I just don't think this is not right. This bit's not right. Got to be further. Got to be back here somewhere. Put it in there. Oh. It's back over here. Put this one through. As close as you can to the thread come out. I feel like it might be a little bit looser there. Now when you put this on, you're going to take it back behind the piece itself. Well, that looks cool. There's a good fin there, isn't it? I like that. I think that's snazzy. And then you'll get a piece of thread and you will fasten that down. You'll sew it on the back so it'll stay there for always, okay? And still, you know, so you don't want to pull it out really, do you? You just want to put some stitches over the top of this. And I would have made his tail the same, but I don't know. I like the idea of the tail being like the fins are, but, you know, that's another thing, isn't it, for another day. Now, you can cut that back as bits of wire, because you probably would need to. There's a thing there that I need to fasten down, a piece of that fin, because I want it to look a bit neater. Sorry about all the breathing. The alternative would be really scary though, wouldn't it, if I wasn't? Okay, so we need to, I'm going to come up through here. I'm going to go over these bits here that they look like they're just wrong because they're too big. Like a big stitch, and it shouldn't be a big stitch. Now this needs to go back like that a bit, so otherwise you don't want it to look like a bird thing. Looks like a bird wing or a fairy wing or something, doesn't it? And put that round there. So the advantage of covering it first, you wouldn't see all the gold wire, but I don't think that makes a difference. Now that shape's gone really wrong, hasn't it? I've done a mistake with that. Oh, it's all right. They all have all different sorts of shape bits on them, don't they? So fastening this wire down is a little chore because you need to keep it so it's really strong and looking good, okay? Okay, now I'll cut that off later because I've got to put another pair of pliers there to do that with for cutting the wire. Now that's snazzy, isn't it? Now I want to put some sequins on his body because I think he needs them really seriously needs sequins. And if I don't have any nearby, that'd be typical. Right, because I don't think I do. I did have a hole hidden me the day I was using box of them. Here we go. Here we go. See, we don't have to panic at all because I've got some. I'll have a bit of a sequin on him and see how that looks. And his little eye needs fixing. I wonder if I put a sequin on his eye. Do you think that'll work? For an eye? I don't know. What do you reckon? I have to see. There's a black one, look. I think I got these off Timo too. Oh, look at that. There you go. There's his eye. Actually, you're supposed to have a white bit around the outside still. But then you go, what colour are these? I'm going to put on some of... What colour would I put on? How about these ones? These are really see-through. They're really see-through. And would that look alright? No, I don't know. Not much of an impression, is it, that they're making? Not making an impression at all. Let's see if we can do something blue. But we need something that's going to be interesting blue. Okay, interesting blue. What about these ones? They look good. Maybe I could do a few of each with colour. Right, move that off there. Would I mix the colours? Maybe not. I don't know. I'll just put a couple in and see what they look like, eh? Those ones. And the dark one as well. Suppose you could have put these on, couldn't you? No. You can't put everything on him. They're just not good. Not a good idea. I've got a bead needle. Because I'll need it, because you don't know with the sequins whether they're going to have a hole in them or not, like it'll go through. This needle's got... They fit through there. Oh yeah, they do. I'm going to use this one then. Since it's already got some thread in it. It'll save us a lot of time. Won't it? Hasn't got much thread in it, but it'll be enough to put a few on. Oh, no, I don't want that colour. I do not want that colour. Okay, so now I've got a bead needle. And no idea what... maybe I will use white. But I don't think so. A roll of blue cotton would have been a good idea. Have we got any stranded stuff in here? No, doesn't look like it. Have this shiny one. That's not a plant. Any stranded one? No. Really? Yeah, you know, you think you know what you want. You think you've got it all. Blue shiny stuff. Oh, well, it's easy. We'll try that. I suppose it would stress me out seriously, but I'll have to try something. I can't fiddle around doing all this all day. This will look good. I'm sure it will. Just don't do too big a thread. It's one strand, not too long, and we'll put this on. So you can put the sequence down without putting a bead on after it, because we do that a bit, putting the bead on after it. So just because it just happens that way. I don't think this is going to work, is it? Going to work? Isn't it? This is a needle that I had that went through there. I'll better thread in through it then. Righto, come on. I hope you're still with me. And I hope you can see what I'm doing. Got it, I got it, nobody panic. Okay, righto. Now we're going to put this on. So this fish can be cut out and put somewhere else, you know. Around the front of him, here for a minute. Put these around his face. In through there and over the top of it. Another one up here. These are these fish scales, aren't they? Okay, tell me, I'll tell you. These are scales. Yeah. Another one. Looks like a really good day outside today. It does. A nice day. I don't know. It's been really cold though. It's just ridiculous because it's end of October. Now I think lining these up is a good idea because he would have, his scales would be lined up, wouldn't they? Yeah, they would. I've got to put his mouth on. Oops, that tipped over. So you put it's like a little cup, the sequence. It's got a little, I've got two on there. It's got a little dent, very small dent. So when you put it on there, you put it on so the cup side's up on it. And you sort of put them a little way over top of one another. So that works like that. There we go. You see. And that is really awesome. I don't want to cover all this material over that. He's underneath. I don't want to cover all of him with this because now I have been fishing, I have seen fish. This is a pretend one, okay? It's just a pretend fish. It's just my weird interpretation of what I think they look like, I guess. Hang on, let's do threads through. I'll do one more up here. I don't know if they have scales right up to their face, I suppose they do. Well, see, he's not going to because I'm not going to make it, well, he can, but I don't want to cover him all over with these because I want to see the material, see? That's the thing. I like the material, but then I like the idea of the sequence too, so I don't know. You can't have everything, Sonya. No, I mean, I'll have to make another one or something, won't it? But I want to make one that's made out, it's all stitching. Alright? Now, I've seen somebody do a mouth on her fish by making bullion stitches. So look, let's do that next before we go. I don't know if I've got time. I've got 4 minutes. I've got 4 minutes, and if they don't sit down... I ironed that. I did. I promise I did iron that. It's lifted up now. But I doubled that through... I doubled it. I'm going to put this eye on here just for fun, so this won't move. I was looking, it's going to be his eye, I suppose. I just need something white around the outside. So that would mean a big white sequin, wouldn't it? A bead. I do not have that. I do not have a bead ready for that. I just don't want to... Oh, yes, that'll do. I don't want to let that go. I want to do his lips. I want to do his fish lips. The bullion stitch. It worked really well too, it did. I couldn't believe it. Oh, look at that, it's working really well. I didn't think it was, I didn't know how it was going to work, of course. Now he's got a serious chin, there's his mouth there. No, there's his mouth there. This is his cheek here. I know. Now that did not up very good, did it? It did not work very well there at all. I'll be fine. I'll go back in and stitch that down because I've got to put a bead in there. How about some red? We've got 2 seconds to do this. You know, I don't carry red thread around with me. This might be alright. Maybe it'd be better if it was pink, but this'll do. Hey, it should work. It should work. Nobody panic. I'm going to use one of these long needles. I'm just going to give this a go. I might even have to pull this out, but I'm going to try it for you to see what it looks like. You know, his mouth goes... I'm following this idea. Around there like that. Okay. Right from the top. If I've got to cut a bit of this off, I will, because I thought I ironed that on there. I did get the iron, and I did work it how you do. I did rub it over. It was hot. Ah, dear myself. Ah, dear. Sorry about that. Ah, dear myself. Okay, so wrap that. I did the ironing how you would iron. I promise you I did iron how you would iron. There's one bit of a lip. There's one bit of a lip. It's supposed to come up a bit this way, isn't it? But it come up this on his face a bit. Her face, its face, I don't know if it's a woman or a man fish. I've got to go now. Let's do this for you before I do. Okay, let's pull this through here. I've still got work to do on this bloke. He still needs a bit more. Doesn't that look amazing? Look at that. Isn't that cool? Thank you, everybody, for watching. I've had such fun doing this fish. I will be definitely making some more. Love his chin, just like mine. Thank you for watching. Stay safe. Leave us a thumbs up. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.